Hi, I'm Todd Beane here at Tovo Academy in Barcelona, working with 360 on developing our portfolio and our communications within our organization. So I just wanted to talk about a little bit at the macro level, what we do to set up our trainings here, and then walk you through some details. So when we think about football as an invasion game, at the macro level, we want to promote learning and joy. As we delve in deeper into the specificity of football, we recognize that as an invasion game, we're going to need to find and exploit space. So you'll notice in the Tovo Academy portfolio, every exercise in our portfolio requires a player to find and exploit space. And we delve deeper into how, through great vision, through great precision, and great character. At Tovo, we call that cognitive development, the development of competencies, and the development of character. So each of the exercises in our portfolio will nurture cognition, competence, and character so that our players can find and exploit space in context, under pressure, as they will in a match. At Tovo Academy Barcelona, we have a defined training structure. We move from Rondos Movement as an activation series into position play exercises and then on to the training games. And actually the training games occupy most of our training. That's the bulk of our training. Let's start with our Rondos. Our Rondos are an activation exercise. So typically we come out with 4 minutes of Rondos, 4 minutes of mobility, 4 minutes of Rondos, 4 minutes of stability exercises, 4 minutes again into Rondos, and finally dual force and strength exercises. That's a complete activation. But in that Rondo, you'll notice variations. We have 3v1s, 4v1s, 4v2s, 5v2s, 6v2, 7, and so forth. We have some other variations in terms of changing the dimensions, the shape, the size, the numbers, but it's basically an activation exercise so that players can get on the ball immediately at the beginning of training, be thinking from the moment they start, not carrying too much of a physical load, but getting them engaged from minute 1 of training. For our position play exercises, for us, we define it as perimeter players versus a set number of defenders plus neutrals, comodines, or jokers, or +1 players. So we're working the perimeter play in addition to our internal structure, those middle of the fielders, if you will, start to take shape, start to build those relationships, start to manage themselves, the space, and the ball effectively against the defenders. If we delve deeper into training games, that is the bulk of our training session, where players are competing in context to score goals, as they are defined by the exercise. We can vary from 1v1 to 11v11, depending upon the age, and we can vary the numbers, plus players, neutral players, comodines. We can vary the dimensions of the field. We can vary the ways to score, be those dribble goals, 2 goals, 4 goals, big goals, goals that are placed together with keepers, without keepers. There's any number of variables that we can use to elicit the type of development we're looking for, the development of great cognition, competence, and character. That is also, the training game carries with it the greatest weight when we speak about the physical load, the cognitive load, the competencies to compete and cooperate, and the character to compete and cooperate. So the idea is that a training game will be as close to a real match environment as we can possibly recreate, preparing for the weekend competition.